Hi, so in this video, we are going to talk about how not to people please, how to stop people pleasing. I used to be a hardcore people pleaser before, and this is why I'm making the video. There are multiple times even now I feel scared, but the way I speak to myself right now is much different from how I used to do it before. So, this is why I'm making this video. First, let's talk about the pattern of feeling extremely guilty when you hurt someone. Nobody hurts anybody on purpose. You have not done it on purpose, and if you have done it, it's okay. Show yourself kindness and say to yourself that it's okay if I cause this person hurt. Say sorry and move on. I know all of these things seem like on surface stuff, but I think on the inside, you need to understand that you will not be left alone if people get upset with you. You still have yourself, and the loved ones that you have, they're still going to love you. Although there are conflicts, although people say that they will leave you or they will threaten you, if you keep on people pleasing, they'll take advantages of you. There is this one thing that I do tell myself is that be extremely selfish, Komal, because in a world where I'm extremely vulnerable and I'm betraying myself and helping others, that's when I'm actually betraying the entire world. If I take care of myself, if I promise that I wouldn't do a single thing without my own permission, then I become stronger. So it's a humble request that stop people pleasing. Just stop it right now for your own good. Become your own best friend. Say your best friend has to do a work that someone requested. They're not willing to do it because they have other commitments on their own. What are you going to tell them? Prioritize yourself. That's what you're supposed to become for yourself, your own best friend. Nobody is gonna come and tell you, hey, prioritize yourself. You will have to prioritize yourself. I do admit that even now I have a lot of anxiety, but the way I speak to myself now is much different from how I used to do it before. Now I tell myself that, hey, Komal, you are the number one priority here. You are in your life, you are the number one. I think it comes with time that you keep on telling yourself that you are important, and there is no way anybody else will come. Even if they do, there are times when I do people put forward considering certain situations, that also because I want to. There is a zameen asaman ka fark when you're doing things because you want to, and you're doing things because you want to please them. Whenever you have done things just to please people, you have expected something in return and you have never gotten it. It only causes resentment. So only when you can do it from the bottom of your heart, do it. Otherwise, it's a no. Please work on yourself, and no, as long as you know that you have you, then nobody can destroy you. And always, we will have moments when time will test us. It will challenge us to think otherwise, but we gotta stick to our own story that we have been narrating. If you have decided to not to people please, if you have decided to set boundaries, then do that. I'm a person who I can proudly tell that I have stopped people pleasing. Like, I don't think we ever completely stop people pleasing because we are social people. We love to be loved by others, and a little bit of rejection can mean separation. And it's a real pain. It's not even that our mind is making up this stuff. You have real reasons why you feel like you should please people. The reason is we're all social animals. A little bit sense of rejection from someone, the any signaling of hate from anyone in this world can threaten our being, and this is more on the subconscious level. You don't even know this, And when you dig a bit deeper, you might understand that it's because you don't want to be left alone. You don't want to feel like that bad person, and you don't want to be that. But the truth is, there's always some bad thing in one or the other person. That's just how human nature works. I think it's high time that you know that there is some uh, individuality, some negative aspects to you as well, and it's okay to have those aspects if it is serving the higher good. If you compromise yourself and help others, or do things that others want without keeping your perspective, if it is well thought, I'm not saying anything. If it is a thing that you have decided after giving it a lot of thoughts, then I completely understand. But if you are pleasing people because you are afraid that they will get upset, then this is not something that will benefit you. Become strong, learn to say no, and always hold your ground. Be your best friend. You got this. um, I think it's the collective practice that makes someone not a people pleaser. I know everyone wants some level of respect in somebody's eyes. If you're doing it for that purpose, go ahead and do that. But if you want to please people thinking that they will help you someday, that is not going to work out. Random strangers will help you out if you are in your own journey. Random strangers will help you out. So do not take those paths. Be true to yourself. Say no when necessary. Draw boundaries. And nobody's life is perfect. So if you're feeling a certain way, you feel the need to please someone, acknowledge that. It's okay. It's okay to feel that. But what you do later is what makes you different. I think who I have been before is someone who used to stick to her old patterns and repeat the same things again and again. But I am different now. I choose to do different things. Even in my life right now, whatever challenge I am facing, I will do things differently so that I get different outputs. If you are feeling extremely out of place, take one step at a time and focus on the next thing that you're going to do. What is the next no that you're going to say, or what is the next yes that you're going to say? Become aware of that. It's single step put together makes someone a not people pleaser. I do not worry about rejecting. Yes, it does affect me. Yeah, I do think about, oh, that person might be feeling bad now, but if I had not done the other way around, then if I had not said no to them, I would have compromised and worked, then it would do more harm to them and myself, which would not be good either. One thing that I love to do when I say no is that okay, if I have gotten a request to do something for a friend or I don't know who, I just recommend someone who could help me on behalf of me. I mean, it's not necessary their needs would be met through you. There are multiple ways that can help. So something that you could do is, no, I cannot do it. Here is someone who might help you. He is an expert at this work. I unfortunately would not be able to do this because of so and so reasons. When you are extremely polite, you cannot offend anybody. I have learned this from one of my awesome coaches, April Strong, that she has taught us that when communicated well, it does not hurt people. Like when your refusal is communicated well, it does not hurt people. It only make space for them to understand. For them, like for you to like actually draw a proper boundary, first you make sure that you have calmed down. You're not in a state of urgency. Like first ground yourself, calm down, make sure your logical brain is working and is able to process what are the pros and cons. Don't be lazy. Think about the consequences. What if you will do the what happens if you do the problem, what happens if you don't do the sorry what happens if you do the thing, or what happens if you don't do the thing, what are the pros and cons, balance it, and then understand if it really works for you. So don't be lazy, don't be a people pleaser, do what your heart tells you to. Okay, thank you, bye bye.